Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today our topic is future tense. We will first look at the form of future tense, the structure. This is the structure for affirmative sentences in the future indefinite tense. I will go, we will play, you will come, he will write, she will examine, it will send, they will create. The short form or the contraction of will is ill, so the pronunciation would be I'll, we'll, you'll, he'll, she'll, it'll, they'll. In future tense, we also sometimes use shall. The negative form of the future indefinite tense is I will not go, we will not play, you will not come, he will not write, she will not examine, it will not study, they will not send, they will not create. The contraction of will not is won't. I won't go, we won't play. And the short form for shall not is shan't. The interrogative form is as follows. The yes-no questions are formed by swapping the order of the subject and the modal verbs of future, that is will and shall. Shall I write? Will we draw? Will you examine? Will he study? Will she create? Will it write? Will they draw? When we want to form the WH questions in the future indefinite tense, we insert the WH words in the beginning of the yes-no questions. And you can see the form will become, what will I write? How long will we draw? Where will he go? When will she examine? Why will it create? Why will they study? The short answers for the future indefinite follow-up questions, that is yes-no questions, would be yes, yes I will, yes I shall, yes he will, yes they will, yes you will. And the negative answer would be no I will not, no I won't, no I shall not, no I shan't, no we will not, no she will not. Now let's look at some of the uses of the future indefinite tense. We use future indefinite tense to say what we expect to happen in the future. That is, our predictions. It will take 50 years for temperatures to return to normal. Hazrat Israfil alayhi salam will blow the bugle. All the human beings will walk out of their graves. Good people will go to Jannah. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ will serve water from the pond of Kausar. We use definitely, probably, possibly, etc. to show how certain or uncertain we are. People will definitely work from home more in the future. Robots definitely won't replace all human jobs. You can see a list of adverbs on the right, and when you are certain about something, you will use definitely, certainly, undoubtedly. When you are less certain, you will use probably, likely, unlikely, and when you are totally uncertain, you will say possibly, might. What will we do in Jannah? Let's read this ayah and try to see how many future tenses are used here. Truly, the muttaqoon, pious and righteous persons, will be amidst gardens and water springs, that is paradise. So we can see will be. It will be said to them. So it will is the future tense. It will be said to them, enter therein, that is the paradise, in peace and security. And we shall remove from their breasts any sense of injury that they may have. In this sentence we see we shall. This is one of the uses of shall, that shall is used in formal contexts. So they will be like brothers facing each other on thrones. Again we see will be used here. No sense of fatigue shall touch them, nor shall they ever be asked to leave it. In this last sentence we again see the use of shall, because this is Quran and the language is very formal. Another use of future tense is to make social arrangements. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll call you when I reach the station. So we are making this arrangement that we will do this task soon in the future. We also use future tense to make a promise, warning, or threat. I'll submit my assignment on Tuesday. This is a promise. Be careful, you'll fall. That's a warning. I'll deal with you after the class. That's a threat. Now I will read these sentences and you have to match the sentence with the right function. That is, whether it's a promise, a warning, or a threat. I'll bring the soup for you tomorrow. Promise. Be careful, you'll catch cold. Warning. Stop or I'll shoot. That's a threat. I'll help you with your homework. That's a promise. I will get a better one. That also is a promise. Beware, you'll fall in the ditch. That's a warning. I'll never talk to you if you lie. That's a threat. Future indefinite tense is also used to make an offer. I'll carry the projector for you. Shall I carry it for you? Future indefinite tense is also used to state a formal rule. Students will wear lab coats in the science laboratory all the time. You can stop the video here and share or write some rules that teachers, lawyers, drivers have to follow. Future indefinite tense is also used to make a decision in a situation, to express a decision made at the moment of speaking. So you are instantly, spontaneously making a decision in a particular situation. Which scarf do you want? I'll buy the grey one, I think. Which sandwich would you like to have? I will take the chicken sandwich. Which book will you buy? I'll take this one. Which color would you prefer? I'll choose the red one, I think. To make a decision with a distant result. This also is a function of future indefinite tense. I have decided about my future. I'm going to study education at the university. Another function of future indefinite tense is to make a request. Will you bring some water, please? Will you come to the appointment with me? Will you be quiet, please? I'm trying to make an important phone call. You'll give me a hand with dinner, won't you? It is also used to describe the consequence of a conditional phrase. If it rains, I'll take my umbrella. If they win the next match, they will go through to the final. Will she come to the charity program if I invite her? We won't mind if you arrive late. You can notice over here that each of these sentences is made of two parts, that is, two clauses. If it rains, I'll take my umbrella. The if clause is the conditional clause, and the other clause is the result clause. If the if clause is used at the beginning of the sentence, we separate this clause from the other clause with a comma. But when it is used in the end of the sentence, there is no comma to separate them. Another function of future indefinite tense is to talk about your intentions by saying, I'm going to. I'm going to learn a few spellings to improve my spelling skills. This is a personal plan or intention. I'm going to make compost from the kitchen waste to reduce the garbage in the world. Most of us can see that online teaching is going to be as much a part of school teaching as chalkboard and face-to-face teaching. This is a prediction when something has already started to happen. So we use I'm going to in two ways. One, to show your personal plans or intentions, and to predict about something which has started to happen. So you can see some evidence of it, and that is why you are predicting that this is going to be the result in the future, or this is what is going to happen in the future. Another function of future indefinite tense is to express willingness or unwillingness to do something. I'll do the washing up. He'll carry the bag for you. The baby won't eat this soup. Using shall. So we use shall for making an offer. Shall I open the window? To make a suggestion. Shall we go to the market tomorrow? Or you use it for asking for advice or instructions. What shall I tell mother about the unfinished work? So these are the three specific situations in which we use shall. Jazakallah, that's all for today. See you next time. Allah Hafiz.